But yeah,
Yeah.
since we're on that subject, right, Plume?
I was just about to say, since we're talking about Activision Blizzard games, we might as well talk about the everything that's going on today with the deal. We got a bunch of news when it comes to the FTC, and the FTC was granted a temporary restraining order to temporarily, is it temporary restraining order? I forget what it's called. Anyways, to temporarily block the deal.
Tor. Is
Yeah.
it
So
called?
now, I mean, it's the thing with this story. It's literally developing currently as we go because I'm seeing stuff come up from like 20 minutes ago. They actually have a date set now. So basically, what happened was the FTC filed a motion for the restraining order to block Microsoft from being able to go ahead and close the deal. We heard Microsoft was going to go ahead and close the deal on July 18th. Whether the CMA approved it or the FTC had approved it or not, they were just going to go ahead and close it. And the FTC doesn't want to do that; they want to go and fight it in court. And they filed for this temporary restraining order to be able to get to court sooner, I guess, before they can close it. And they were granted that. And now there is a pre-evidentiary hearing that's going to be held on June 21st, and then there's going to be an evidentiary hearing on June 22nd, June 23rd, June 27th, and June 28th, where it's going to be the FTC versus Microsoft. They're going to present their case, and then I believe this is going to really determine what happens with this case, whether it's going to go through or not, which is going to be a lot sooner than people thought because previously they were going to have to wait all the way until August 2nd. So people here are saying that Microsoft held out the bait, the FTC took the bait to get this a process going faster, and Microsoft is extremely confident that they're going to be able to win in court against the FTC. You've seen Brad Smith come out and being seemingly happy and excited to go to court because they believe they have the chance to win. So the end of this month, next week, I think, right? What are we, the 14th? Yeah, starting next week on June 21st, so a week from today, it's all going to be going down with the FTC versus Microsoft, and we'll see kind of what comes out of it. That's where we are right now. But again, the story is just continuously developing. There's a lot more to this. Like the judge that got assigned to this case is the same judge that shot down the gamers lawsuit, which were gamers who were suing Microsoft for this deal being anti-competitive. So, what do you guys think about this? I mean, we this has been so long that we've been talking about Activision Blizzard. Right now, from what I'm reading on Twitter, from what I'm reading from analysts and stuff on there that are saying that they believe Microsoft has a very good chance of winning. What do you guys think? Do you think they're going to be able to win this thing in court, and or do you think there's going to be no more Activision Blizzard Xbox as one company going forward?
Sorry, you take it away. It's how it go. Sorry, you
Take the deal away.
here. Oh man, I wish we could do that, man. Because really, it's just talking about this deal. Oh man,
Yeah,
I'm gonna say something. I'm just can't wait till that 18 drops. I just hope they don't extend the damn thing because if they extend the damn thing, we gotta keep on talking about that. I'm literally gonna be really pissed off.
Yeah.
Really mad
yeah,
because
yeah. I think they know they have a great case, and they probably they want enough time in order to let's throw everything out. Lay everything out to the judge and probably convince him. That this is the right decision to let this deal go through.
Yeah.
And hopefully after all this happens, the judge does see that this is kind of ridiculous, and the deal should go through. And once that is done, I feel like the deal is gonna close before the time expire, which isn't it July?
July
July
18th,
So
yeah,
18th,
yeah,
July
yeah.
18th. Okay, and this is June. This starts June when?
21st.
June
21st.
21st. Okay, so it should end before the
Well,
July 18th date.
so if I'm understanding correctly, is that after these 5 days, the judge makes the decision whether they grant a preliminary injunction or not. That's what I'm understanding. I believe that's
Yeah,
how it
yeah, yeah,
works.
yeah, yeah. So what
So
I'm
we'll
saying
know.
is,
Yeah,
yeah,
we'll know by the end of
that,
June.
yeah, yeah. What I'm saying is like, by early July, we should know, you know, what's gonna happen with the whole FTC thing. Now,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, if they, let's say if everything goes wrong for Microsoft, and at least they need, to go back to like another hearing or another, court or whatever, and this expands past the time, then Microsoft's gonna have to, renegotiate, and it's all gonna depend on if Activision Blizzard and Bobby Kotick, if they're gonna want to renegotiate, and if they do,
Yeah.
if they come into terms that they both agree on. So this is gonna be very important for Microsoft. I think, um, I think that's why basically they wanted those days. They want to make sure that they lay everything out because they know this is super important. And if they do get, the good news, I feel like they're just gonna close without the CMA decision.
Here's the thing, though. How long? I mean, seriously, how long is this gonna last? Because damn, because without the CMA decision, I don't know if can they close. Yeah, they can close without the CMA decision, right? They can, right?
Yeah, they can. I feel like if they if they win in the with against the FTC, the CMA is going to have much less. They're going to have an even worse case in their appeals process too, right? So
I
Yeah,
mean,
I feel
seriously, because I'm gonna tell you something though. With the way things are going, and they say they have actually everything on their side. Because here's the thing, though, we've been hearing this for quite a while. We've been saying, okay, like everything is good. I remember yesterday I heard I heard somebody saying, oh, Britain is on their side now. Today there's a news that dropped by saying, oh, Britain is not on their side, and basically it's like an on and off situation. So I don't understand. I mean, what the heck is going on? Because there's either a yes or a no. I mean, seriously, just make the freaking decision. Just let it go, or let it go through, or just drop it. Because really, it's annoying that we here are sitting, right, and after these two great week, what was it, 1 week or 2 great weeks of shows that have been going on, right? We've been excited, we've been seeing these game shows, we've been super happy that we've been watching games and not talking about this, and all of a sudden you hear, oh no, let's stop Xbox from, oh no, let's stop Microsoft from getting this thing.
yeah,
Why? I mean, seriously, why are you trying to stop this? I'm literally trying to understand what is the point of the CMA and the FTC trying to stop this deal. I don't get it. Who are you guys protecting? Who are you guys covering? I mean, you got 38 countries saying yes, all the way, yes, 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 and you two saying no. Who are you protecting? I don't get it. I mean, everybody's positive about it. You got the governments going into this and saying, hey, this is positive. Everybody's happy about it, except for you two. I don't get it. I mean, what are you trying to protect? Oh, because cloud gaming. But again, I live in Dominican Republic. I can't access cloud gaming here. I can't. I can't go on Xbox and say, okay, let me try this game in cloud. I can't do that. So how far and how big has cloud gaming gotten? It hasn't. It's gonna take a long time. It's gonna take a long time. And literally, we want that competition. And look at now Sony. Sony is jumping into cloud, streaming in cloud, right? So what I'm seeing is they were trying to, to what's it called? To because Sony, put their point, right? And now we finally are seeing what's going on with Sony, right? We finally are seeing that what they're pulling out of their pockets, and they're actually showing, they're actually, how do you say this in Spanish? Is they're releasing their
Spanish.
claws. They're showing their claws right now. Sony's actually showing their claws and showing that, hey, we're actually going to start streaming in cloud, right? Yeah, but you guys a couple months ago were totally against this. That it's going to ruin. It's going to do this. It's going to do that. Yet you're doing everything that Microsoft is doing.
yeah,
So it's basically a stall, and they got the FTC stalling. They got CMA stalling, which I think they're part of that stall, and they're pushing through that stall with those guys. That's what I think. That's my opinion. I don't know. I could be wrong, but damn. I mean, they literally, like, their arguments are basically Sony's arguments. That's what I'm saying.
yeah. I mean, I've been saying this for like since the beginning. As soon as we saw Xbox going into like subscription and Game Pass taking off, and then the cloud taking off. It just it makes absolutely complete sense that you're going to be far more profitable by putting your games everywhere, right? So obviously Sony at some point was going to copy them, and we're slowly seeing it. We're slowly seeing it happening from
Yeah.
the PlayStation Plus revamp with their subscription service. And like you look at some of the games that come out on PS Plus now, it's getting better. It's getting better from like a third party perspective. And a lot of the games that come on PS Plus Extra and Premium now, or games that were on Game Pass previously, or vice versa, like they go back and forth type of thing. So it is getting better. And then they are going to get way deeper into cloud. The only thing with the cloud is who is Sony going to be using for their cloud streaming? Like what infrastructure are they going to be using? Because we know that they had that partnership with Microsoft and Azure. Are they still going to be going back to that? Is that expired? Are they going to be using something else? I don't know. I'm not sure if that information's out there or not. But that'll be interesting to see what they do to be able to expand out and get their games out for cloud streaming. Because, like you said, you don't have it in Dominican Republic. It obviously is very expensive to be able to expand cloud gaming out to everywhere in the world with all the infrastructure that they need for that. But yeah, this entire ABK thing, I guess this is always the question I have. Let's say the end of June, the preliminary injunction is granted, the deal doesn't go through. Where does Xbox go? Do they just buy something else? Do they go and they invest in their current studios? What do they do? What do they do next? Um,
Hmm.
Go
I
ahead, yeah.
mean, what would they do next? I mean, seriously, I don't know they would do. I mean, it would be a total defeat for them. I know what's gonna happen. A bunch of people are gonna be happy. Twitter's gonna go insane. They're gonna be like, "Yeah, you see, we said it, we called it." And a bunch of us are gonna be sad. But seriously, what should they do? I mean, I will go crazy and go on a buying spree. I will go get studios. Like for example, I will say, hey, GTA 7, how much money you would need to be on Game Pass for 5 years and screw everybody else? Jump over here, baby. I mean, I would get aggressive. I would get really aggressive, especially with that kind of cash floating around. I would get super aggressive and try and show them, that this is what I can do. You guys mess with me, so I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna come back strong. That's what I would do because really, I don't know, but like I said, you hear this FTC thing, you hear this CMA thing, positive for a day, then the next day goes negative, then tomorrow goes positive, then the next day goes negative, then tomorrow goes positive. It's like a back and forth, negative, positive, which is really getting annoying and tiresome. And again, if it drops Xbox with that amount of money, I would go crazy. $70 billion to go and spend, man. Woo, woo, oh my god, seriously. But I wouldn't I wouldn't keep on challenging also the deal, like going to court and all that stuff because that's just gonna waste their energy and get them tired. It's gonna get Xbox tired. But that's their choice. I don't know. Let's see what happens. But yeah, I would just give Activision Blizzard the 3 billion and say, okay, go. Me, I'm just gonna go out on frenzy and spend the other 65 billion where I need to spend it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I'm on the thought process that you give the money, whatever, you pay your 3 billion to Activision, and then you go and I think they just take that money and they go and make huge third party Game Pass deals, and they go reinvest in their current studios, and they just make sure that everything they have like just such a huge draw to Game Pass. It's already a huge draw, but like even more, like they just make sure that they are just getting insane games coming into the service day one. I think that would be just a huge boost to it. But I will say this, Louis, what you said about the whole marketing thing. Xbox, honestly, like they had the best show, I think, in years. Like it was incredible. And the narrative or the talk on social media now quickly went to 30 FPS and then now to Activision Blizzard. So they have no they don't have a period where it's just people excited